Welcome to Dolly Pardon, the sassiest, classiest, and most unfiltered adult collectors podcast.
We're serving up weekly episodes packed with laughs, hot takes, and all of the tea from the world of adult doll collecting. Whether you're into high fashion minis, vintage treasures, or just here for the love of dolls, we've got you covered.
So grab a drink, strike a pose, and let's talk dolls, because collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. And here I am, ladies, welcoming you again since Raj is unable to record an intro. Today we're going to be reviewing... yes, one of us has to actually work, the rest just laughs. So today we're going to be reviewing the fashion royalty Sculpts, and today we're going to actually finish. That's part 2. So let's jump right in. But first...
When the working day is done, tops just want to have fun.
You can brush my hair and undress me anywhere, but buy me dinner first.
When you're surrounded by bottoms, it's easy to come out on top.
Amazing.
All right, so for our segment, Dolly Pardon Fake News, we discuss real news for fake bitches. And
you know who you are.
The registration period for W Club has officially wrapped. So the last day to register for the W Club was the 18th of March. So if you have not signed up just yet, unfortunately, it is too late. So with that being said, Integrity Toys did announce that they will not be having an in-person convention this year, that they will be doing an online convention, considering how many international collectors that they have, which I think is really considerate and really great of them. They may still do an in-person. Yeah, they may still do an in-person event sometime throughout the rest of the year. You know, a lot of the collectors still like to get together and have a little reunion, so that might still happen sometime this year. More to come. What do you guys think? Do you guys like in-person events and conventions?
I've never been to an in-person convention, or any convention for that matter. I think it would be a really good opportunity to, connect with the community outside of your phone or, Instagram, social media. But I mean, they look really expensive. I think I would definitely get FOMO if there was an in-person convention in the US and I wasn't able to go.
Yeah.
I mean, last year convention was super pricey, and for international collectors, I think it is very limiting in terms of your disposable income. Because, of course, it's not only the cost of buying the dolls, but, of course, the cost of traveling, and then you have to take time off work to allow the travel. It is very expensive. I'm a bit sad that there will be no in-person convention, because this year I was hoping to attend just to meet my Dolly friends from the other side of the pond. But I do totally appreciate there's going to be an online convention. I'm happy that there's an online convention. I just hope that is well managed, and by the sound of things, there's going to be something for everybody. Part of the fascination of convention dolls is that they are very, very limited. So I would like to see that for this online convention as well.
Yeah, I love in-person events and conventions. I love meeting people. Like, you've been following someone for 3 years and you finally get to meet them in person and talk to them. So it's always a good time. But at the same time, I love not having to take time off of work and request all these days off to go to an in-person convention. I do think that it is super convenient to have it online. And yeah, these dolls are super exclusive. People really covet them. And if you can get, a ticket to attend this online convention, then you're going to be in pretty good shape. So I'm excited for both an online convention, and if they do an in-person event, I will absolutely try to attend that as well.
And we are back, bitches. So as we discussed earlier, we're going to be reviewing the remaining fashion royalties characters. And today's going to be a very juicy episode. There's quite big names here. So if you are listening to our podcast on Spotify, please make sure to change to video mode and look at what we are talking about so you could understand a bit better. So let's kick in with Miss Ksenia Valentinova. So what do you dolls think of her?
So Ksenia has, I know, right? Ksenia has an open mouth. It's very teethy, which I can see. Like, to me, it looks like she almost has veneers. You know, when people just get their veneers done and they're like,
Yeah.
Turkey teeth.
yeah, exactly. It's definitely giving just got off the plane from Turkey. So I don't have any Ksenia in my collection. I probably won't get any. I just can't really get over that mouth.
Yeah, I think she's interesting. I think she's very you're definitely right on the toothy mouth. She's giving cartoon character almost in Ferocious. I think Miami Glam, she's giving a bit more IT dolls, but Ferocious and Hourglass, she looks very cartoony.
In Miami Glam, she's meant to channel Donatella Versace,
Yeah.
so that's kind of a tribute there. I think she looks a bit like Katie Price now that she had all the new veneers installed.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're really not wrong,
And
guy.
I love Katie Price. Like, this is literally giving Katie Price teeth and not the boobs, because Ksenia is literally flat compared to Katie Price, but yeah, but is giving Katie Price fantasy. I don't have any Ksenia. I don't think I would be adding any of us to my collection. Shall
Yeah.
we move on to the next lady? Okay, that's Corinne Dimar. So she is very pretty. I don't think we see enough of her. She's one of the OGs, but what do you ladies think of her?
Corinne is a doll that I really enjoy because this is a doll that I think is a truly unique sculpt. I can look at her and this does not look like another doll in the market. She has an ethnic nose, which I really appreciate. I think that she's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of her lip. And yeah, her facial features are very nice. The nose, the full lips. I've not seen very many of her though, I will say.
What would you say is her ethnic background?
When I look at her, I get like Greek, I get Middle Eastern, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Greek or Turkish.
Do you? Okay, interesting that you're saying that. I like her. I think she's beautiful.
Why'd you ask?
Nothing, because I can't understand who she's meant to be channeling. Like, what kind of like vibe is she meant to channel? I think there's a lot of, especially in the fashion royalty sculpts, there is a lot of Eastern European characters. I mean, even the names are very Eastern European. And I was wondering where her name was coming from. Like, I can't seem to connect her to a specific ethnicity.
Yeah, Demas almost seems like it could be like Latin too.
Yeah, she's probably Greek. Ooh, girl. Okay, now this is one of our favorite. I mean, one of my favorite, and I know is one of Raj's favorite.
Yes.
Miss Kiori Sato. So,
or as I like to refer to her as Sato-san.
Sato-san. So there's 3 different eras of Kiori here. How many sculpts do we think we have here, guys? Just to ask you.
You want me to guess?
It's the same? Yeah.
It looks like the same sculpt to me.
It's all the same
sculpt.
No. 3 sculpts?
I thought 3.
You think it's 3 sculpts? Now, I'm going to tell you that 2 of these sculpts are the same and 1 is different. Which one do you think are the same?
I think the last 2 are the same and the first one's different.
I think Buonasera and Redefined Luxury are the same.
And Raj is correct. Buonasera and Redefined Luxury are literally Kiori Sato 1.0.
And what do I win?
Karma, you win nothing, as always. So, and Karma is literally Kiori Sato 2.0. Now, if you look, I find it very interesting. The Buonasera sculpt is very cartoonish because of the screening. But look how fabulous she looks in Redefined Luxury. It's literally the same sculpt.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
I like how like Jessie made her really look windswept and pulled back. That's why to me it looks like 2 different sculpts, but it's just how much he exaggerated the eyes in the screening. With Redefined Luxury, but it's beautiful.
I 100% agree. Those eyes, the way that they're so snatched, it gives her such personality in just her eyes, let alone the rest of the screening.
Right.
She's fabulous. We love Kiori. Come on, Kiori, give us everything.
So the Karma doll, is that also a Lotus doll?
Yes.
Secret Lotus? Oh, man. What a line! Gosh, we're gonna need an episode based on
There's
that
gonna
whole.
be a lot more of these. There's gonna be
We
a
could
lot
have
more
a
of these.
podcast. We could have a podcast episode based just on the Lotus collection. I really do think
Yeah.
so.
The
It's
Lotus
so
I think we might
beautiful.
need
podcast.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Have to ask.
Connect. Ooh, girl. Okay, so Miss Lucia Zadra. So first of all, it's very difficult to find a doll where she's dressed because she's a bit of a hoe. She's always wearing lingerie. She's meant to be a burlesque dancer in the law. There aren't many releases of hers where she's actually dressed. And we stand a naked queen. Like OnlyFans 1.0, so we love it.
Yeah.
So how do we feel about her?
I see two different sculpts here. Am I correct? Are these two different sculpts? So it looks like the middle two, Strict Elegance and Dusk and Bloom, are one open mouth sculpt, and then the
Yes.
first one, Bewitching Hour, is a closed mouth sculpt, correct?
Does Bewitching remind you of anybody else?
Madonna. She looks so much like Madonna. Oh my gosh.
I can see it.
I-
I see it.
I need to show this to my husband because he is the biggest Madonna fan. He is going to flip when I show him this doll because she looks so much like Madonna.
She's gorgeous. But also, what I wanted to say is that Lucia 1.0 actually shares a sculpt with Isha.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's the same face.
Really?
Did you just say
Mhm.
1.0 ho?
Yeah.
1.0.
Yeah.
I love that.
1.0.
Does anyone else get Cindy Crawford from Dusk and Bloom?
100%. I
Yes.
think that's what she's giving. I think that's exactly
Yeah.
what she's giving.
I will say this open mouth is done right. Like she's still
Yeah.
giving teeth, but they're a bit more subtle and a bit more natural. They don't look like turkey teeth.
Right. I agree. This is more tastefully done.
Yeah, that's what. Moving on. Now, she's a fan favorite.
My
So
favorite.
I know you love a bit of Natalia. How many sculpts do you see here, bitches?
Sorry.
I see three.
You see three, and I think you will see both very well. Seashore Rebel is actually the very first Natalia release. Not a fan of Natalia 1.5, so Light Strike, but Natalia 2.0, girl, she is fabulous.
Taking it. She reminds me so much of Victoria
Very.
Beckham.
And guess what
Yes.
collection she's from?
No.
this?
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Yes. You know,
I've chosen Resurgence because she is literally my friend Carmen's favorite Natalia. She's a huge Natalia fan. Carmen, hello,
Okay.
darling. And
Hi,
that's
Carmen.
like a tribute to her because she loves Natalia.
that's
Carmen,
cute.
this is my favorite Natalia too. And I actually used to have her. I did sell her, but
What?
I used to have her. Yeah, I sold her
What?
whenever I was condensing all of my doll collection. I sold all of my fashion royalty and all of my new face. And yeah, so she was amongst the fashion royalty girls to go. But she is absolutely stunning. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's lovely. Natalia Patel was my first IT doll. And that was my fun fact for my favorite listeners out there. Hi, 55 of you. I can't remember what collection she was from, but she was like one of the basic dolls with the swimsuit.
Seaside Bombshell.
That's the one. Yeah.
She's definitely a beautiful doll. I'm sad that we haven't gotten more Natalias, and I was really hoping that one of the registration exclusive dolls this year would be a Natalia, if I'm honest with you.
The sculpts are very interesting in that I would see Natalia Patel and I think, oh my gosh, she's amazing. I would love to see loads of her. And I would expect to see loads of her. But actually, there's not that many of her.
Not at
And
all.
it's strange
Well-
how they plan for them.
Well, there are quite a few Natalias. It's just that there's different sculpts for her. I'm hoping that this year, for the 20th anniversary, we're going to be getting more Natalias.
And she definitely likes her hands on her hips, doesn't she?
And she dips, we dip, we dip.
Ooh.
Okay, now she's Titania Alexandrova. She's all the same sculpt as far as I can remember. There aren't particularly beautiful releases of hers, if I'm honest with you, but I couldn't avoid using Goddess for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
She is pretty, but she's also very anonymous, in my opinion, as a sculpt.
Yeah, I'm not into her. I feel so guilty talking about this, but I don't necessarily like the shape of her face with the screenings that they're pairing with her.
Yeah, I will disagree. I think she's stunning. I love her strong nose and her full lips and her eyes. I find that IT toys, the eyes can tend to be quite relaxed, whereas she's got the right amount of relaxed in her sculpt that she's still showing a lot of color from the eyes.
I see what you mean by that. I mean, out of all of these ones, so I think Goddess is probably my favorite for the screening. Probably blonde, she looks a bit better. There's something about her that is a bit off, and I'm not really drawn to her. Not planning to add one to my collection anytime soon.
Ooh.
Okay, now we're talking about a fan favorite. Fan favorite.
I think there's a reason why we see so much Vanessa Perrin, because she's killing it. She's taking it. She's gorgeous.
How many sculpts do you think we have here?
3.
I say 2.
I say
Which
3.
ones do you think? Which one do you think are the same?
I think Retro Dimensional and Summer and Tarmania are the same, and then Monaco Royale is a different one.
There's 3, actually.
Ooh.
So they're all different. Retro-dimensional, so Vanessa 1.0 is probably my favorite. But then this Summer in Taormina doll is so beautiful. The only problem with her is the open mouth. Oh, that screening is just... She's such a gorgeous, gorgeous doll, so I can't just isolate the two things.
I feel like Summer in Taormina is the most... From all the dolls we've looked at so far in this episode, she's the most human looking. I feel like I could see her in Taormina. I'm not sure where Taormina is, but...
It's in Italy, in Calabria.
Oh!
Yeah, that's why you like her, because she reminds you of me. That's why you like her. The silence is so embarrassing.
Yeah?
She's giving very like Dolce and Gabbana, like you're saying, Calabria, Italy, like Mediterranean.
It's not in Calabria, it's in Sicily. I don't know why I said Calabria. It's in Sicily. Let me do it again. Taormina is in Sicily, so that's why she reminds you of me, because she's a southern girl from the south of Italy, just like me. That's why she reminds you of me.
Exactly like you, Diane.
Well, green eyes, black hair, that is exactly what I look like right now. Why are you laughing? That's rude.
Moving on quickly.
Okay, that's the last one. And funny enough, she's one of the OGs. Miss Veronique Perrin. How do we feel about her?
I think it's so crazy how screening can make a doll look so youthful and so old. Like in Little Day Ensemble, she looks so fresh and youthful. And in Petite Robe Classique, she's about 6 glasses of champagne and 2 Xanaxes deep. Like she... lady is 55 and she has a 22-year-old boyfriend waiting for her in the car.
Yes.
How many sculpts do you think we have here?
3.
1. I think 1. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you it's 2. Can you tell me which ones are they?
Okay, Close Up Blonde and Petite Robe Classique are the same.
Agreed.
You're both wrong.
Really? So we're both just fucking stupid, is what you're telling us.
That's true. So, Close Up Blonde and Little Day Ensemble are Veronique 1.0, and Petite Robe Classique is Veronique 2.0. You're both dumb and stupid.
I will say, this sculpt, it represents what I would imagine fashion dolls to look like, outside of what Barbie is.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, she's gorgeous. I think the screening for her does a lot. And also, like, when I was putting up the slides, do you know how much Close Up Blonde was at the time?
$99.
$29.
Wow.
Really?
2001, I think. $29.
Wow.
It's crazy thinking how expensive these dolls have gotten in 25 years. Okay, so that's the end of our fashion royalties. Which one, ladies and gentlemen and gentledames, is your favorite fashion royalty out of all of them? Let us know at Dolly Pardon, the podcast on Instagram, or send us an email at dollypodandthepodcast@gmail.com.
What was your guys' favorite sculpts today?
I feel today I need to say Kiori.
Okay.
Kiori was giving me everything that I wanted and more. And
Okay.
she was fabulous.
What about you, Raj?
Same. I'm in love with Sato-san. I have been since the day I first saw her. Yeah, I can't wait to purchase her. I will sell my foot, my dog, my partner for redefined luxury Sato-san. So, listeners, if you're feeling generous, please send one for me.
Give this
I
man a
think my-
takeover, people.
Please.
I think my favorite has to be Corinne. I really do like Corinne's face. I want to see them play with her in like a more edgy, modern way because I think that she's used to
Yeah.
getting this very like glam look. So I want to see like what else that they can do with her, but I really do love her sculpt.
Yeah, she
She's
is
beautiful.
lovely.
I have a question for you guys. What is your dream Integrity Toys doll? It does not have to be fashion or royalty. It could be any of the lines. What is your dream Integrity Toys doll?
Wow. Can we choose a collaboration? Can we choose like a designer? Do we have to stick to what's available? Can it
I'm
be
not-
literally anything?
I'm not gonna limit you, baby. You let your little heart dream.
The sky's the limit, bitches. Okay. I'm gonna dream big, and I'm gonna say Alejandra Luna by one of my favorite designers. His name is Vanoska. I love Vanoska. I can definitely see him doing one of his beautiful taffeta outfits for her, something modern, something sexy, but also classy. In terms of screening, I would love to see an Alejandra done by, again, one of my favorite dolls repainter on Instagram, and that is Tricholate Patrick. Hello, Patrick. That would be literally my dream doll. Outfit by Vanoska and repaint, the screening by Tricholate. How about you, ladies?
For me, I would like to see something geeky in a collaboration, like an Evangelion anime doll with like the colors. I can see you, Naomi, putting that face.
Do I have something on my face?
No, I would love to see an Evangelion doll or like a Demon Slayer Nezuko doll. Something really unexpected, but like done in Integrity Toys fashion. Yeah, I would love to see a collaboration like that.
Nerd.
So I've been dreaming of a Poppy Parker like day to night set where you will like have her waking up in pajamas and then you have a cute little daytime outfit and then a nighttime outfit. But I would also like to see a Poppy Parker collaboration, maybe with a more modern celebrity, because Poppy Parker is kind of stuck in that like 60s, 70s era, which I totally understand that they want to keep her there. But that sculpt is just so beautiful. I would totally love to see them take that and use it in collaboration with a celebrity and create a day to night gift set. That would be so fun.
Yeah.
Do you think that Poppy voted for Trump?
Next question.
Now we're going to go to a segment of Doll of the Week where we are looking at the doll that has piqued our interest this week and why. Who'd like to go first?
I'll go first. I just took Poppy Parker, Jason Wu, Spring 2021, the yellow one with the felted like buzz cut. I just took her to a work trip with me to New York and I took her on like photo shoots. I was working really long days, so I had to wake up really early in the morning. So on my coffee runs like 6:30 in the morning, I would just take her with me to go get coffee and I would just snap pictures. But it was so cool because the streets are always packed and I was able to get like really cool shots of her like in the city with hardly anyone on the sidewalk or the street. So that was pretty sick.
Oh,
that is
lovely.
exciting.
And Naomi?
My doll of the week is gonna be Poppy Parker Aprisky. She was the the convention doll that was open to all the W Club members last year for Stilettos Out. And I find her to be extremely versatile. So I was taking some pictures of her today. And I just feel so drawn to this doll. I love her screening. I love her hair. I mean, I'm a sucker for a puppy with like pale skin and black hair.
Yeah.
I think she looks the best like that. So après-ski for me.
Lovely. I think for me, my doll of the week is probably one of my favorite dolls ever. And it's from the Barbie Extra collection, RIP, because there's no more Barbie Extra. But she was 17 was her number. She had long red plaits. She had this like short fur navy animal print little jacket and heels and this bow in her hair. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And actually, she was in the Barbie exhibition in the Design Museum in London. And when I saw her there, I was like, oh my God, I already have two of her and I'm so excited. So yeah, she's my doll of the week. And I still have one of her in box. And I love her so much.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast today. I hope that you guys are enjoying this podcast as much as we enjoy making it for y'all. If you guys love it, follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram is Dolly Parton, the podcast. If you want to follow me personally, I am Plastic Poppy, both on Instagram and YouTube. Where can we find you two?
You can find me at House of Deluge on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But most likely you can find me in London being gorgeous.
And you can find me laughing at Naomi, usually. Also on Instagram at House of Kismet.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.